watch this on YouTube or Facebook, make sure you hit that like button. If you're watching on replay, make sure you say replay down in the chat below. We have lots of orders going out today, including the Whatnot show from the other day. So we have all of those orders going out, and we have our normal sales on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. I don't know how many total we have. I think we have 9 orders, I believe, on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and then the rest on the rest are from the Whatnot show. Dilly, what's up? What's up, Heather? What's up, Raphael? Appreciate everybody hopping on in. What's up, IG? IG's in the background. I'll try to pay attention to you guys a little bit. By the way, the feed should be a lot more crispier this morning. We got the new Wi-Fi in. It's looking beautiful. Download, upload are beautiful. So we should be good to go for tonight. No more issues. No more issues with Wi-Fi. Pain in the ass. The last couple weeks were such a freaking pain. But luckily, we got it fixed. Gotta crack the monster open. Sound sick? No, I just woke up. That's how I always sound when I wake up. No more lagging on Whatnot. That's for sure. We couldn't have that anymore. We couldn't have a non-crispy screen anymore. What's up, Thrifty Duckies? Thrifty Duckies in the chat. 5 eBay, 3 Poshmark, 1 Mercari. Yeah, I can see your comment. Sir, what's up, sir? Appreciate everybody hopping on in. I think we might get, we might ship out Whatnot orders as well on this live. Good morning from Houston. What's up, Shannon? Welcome in. All right, let's get started because today's a busy day. Not only do I have to ship out all these orders, but I also have to load up Saturday and Sunday's Whatnot show. Appreciate the heart me. Saturday and Sunday's Whatnot show. So today's going to be a busy day. And then we have a Whatnot show tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So big, busy day. All right, first thing we're going to talk about is this men's Chubbies shirt. Really good brand to be on the lookout for. Chubbies is kind of going downhill a little bit, but I still pick them up, especially if they have a pattern just like this. So we picked this up for $8.56. It sold for $24 over on Mercari. So after fees and shipping, cost of goods, I make a profit of $7.64. This is going to go into a regular envelope, which I believe I have right down here. We're going to take this regular envelope, we're going to slide it on in. These are gyro packs, by the way. If you guys need shipping supplies, I do have a link in my bio for the shipping supplies. There's a discount code and all that good stuff. So if you need some cheap shipping supplies, definitely go with gyro pack. They end up being, I think, cheaper than Amazon in most cases for their poly mailers, and they run deals all the time too. So always be on the lookout for those, and then use that discount code. You save 10%. Are you planning on doing midday Whatnot shows? Yes. So we bought out an eBay business, somebody's eBay store we bought out last week, and we're going to be running all of that on Whatnot, literally the whole buyout on Whatnot starting at $1. So yeah, that's going to be a midday show. That won't be a late night show. Can I ship priority in a poly mailer? Yes, you can. You can ship priority mail in anything. Use your link and got my poly. Let's go. Let's go. Do you preload every item on Whatnot? We preload. We're going to preload Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays show, and then Saturday, Sunday are going to be random pulls. We may change that in the future, just for ease. We might do more random pull shows because those are just easier to load up and get done. I think when we sell off that eBay store, we're going to do just load it up with like 200 weights up to 15 ounces and 200 weights up to 2 pounds, and then just grab and run the items and hang them and do all the stuff that normal Whatnot people do. But for right now, we're just going to do it this way because there are people that like preloaded shows and there are people that like random pull shows. So yeah, what platform do you try and sell cameras? If I were to try to sell cameras, it would be on eBay for sure. All right, next up, we got some Spanx going out. So these are women's Spanx. This person actually bought 2 pairs of Spanx, but they bought them on Poshmark and they bought them separately, so I have to ship them separately. There's no way to combine an order after somebody buys it on Poshmark, unfortunately. So both of these Spanx, I'll just talk a little bit about them. One sold for $30, one sold for $35. We paid $7.47 and $16.05. So on both of those, we made a profit of $20.53 and $7.95. I gave them a deal on the second pair because they bought 1 pair already and they didn't combine it, so they lost a little bit of money on that. So these are going to both go separately, and they're going to go in Tyvek envelopes. Appreciate the heart me. So the men's Patagonia 85 lightweight vest. Should I ship in a normal poly mailer? Not sure. If you're shipping it priority, you can use one of these if you want. If you're shipping it Ground Advantage, you have to use your own poly mailer. So it depends on what shipment service that you selected or the buyer selected. So check out that. If they picked Ground Advantage, use your own poly mailer. If they used priority, you can use one of these or you can use your own poly mailer. It doesn't matter. The only one that matters for is Ground Advantage. eBay for sure. How's everybody's sales yesterday? Drop it in the chat. Let me know how much you sold yesterday. All that good stuff. I want to hear about it. Yesterday was actually slow until the nighttime. I thought I was only going to have like 3 sales to pack up this morning. And then last night kind of went off on eBay. So what's up, Becky? Kind of went off on eBay, so I'll take it. This one, again, another pair of Spanx. These are just going to go right into one of these Tyvek envelopes. I get these free, so I use them anytime I can because you can order these for free from USPS.com. So I use them when I can, I use them when I can use them because they're free. I had 9. I think you had the same amount as me, Dilly. Posh has been popping off for me. Posh has been a little slower, but yesterday was okay. We had 3 sales yesterday, so I can't complain. I love watching you. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Appreciate you being here. All right, that one's shipped as well. All right, and last Poshmark sale was a Smart Wool sweater. I didn't even realize this sold until this morning. I didn't even see the notification or anything. So this is a women's Smart Wool sweater. Smart Wool always sells well. Really good brand to be on the lookout for. Paid $8.56. This one sold for $36. So after fees, shipping, cost of goods, you make a profit of $20.24 on this Smart Wool sweater. And again, this would be under £1, so typically it would go Ground Advantage, but it's sold on Poshmark. They give me a priority mail label, so I'm going to use one of these Tyvek envelopes. Sold 6 items. One was international, $113 sale. Ching, let's go. 4 sales, 236 in store. Patagonia flannel for $47. Nice. Patagonias are selling like crazy. That's awesome. That is awesome. All right, tape it down. I always use tape on this because I don't trust the government adhesive. It doesn't really work that well. So we throw a little tape on ours. Keep it from opening up in shipment. That one shipped. All right, now on to eBay orders. I think we have, how many days a week are you posting on eBay? We try to post 7 days a week, at least 10 items per day. That's typically what we do. Where do you live? I live in Utah. We live in Florida. We live in the Tampa Bay area. By the way, Instagram, the feed looks a little bit more crispier today, doesn't it? It's nice. I like it. Uploads are 33 upload right now. I was rocking with a 7 upload on the other service, so thank goodness for new internet. I went on vacation while allowed sales and started packing 32 items. Let's go. See, you can go on vacation if you do this business, and you can make money while you're on vacation. That's a beautiful part. Make sales. You're just sitting there on the beach and you just see the chings come in. It's a beautiful feeling. All right, these just sold this morning. These are Beta brand women's jeans or women's pants. We don't pick these up for crazy money anymore because they're not selling for crazy money, but I paid $5.33 for these and they sold for $19 plus shipping. That's a $10 profit. I'll take that all day. Beta brands used to sell for like $35. They're not really moving for $35 anymore. So right around $20 plus shipping is what we get for them. So we try to pay around $5 so we make a $10 profit. These are most likely going to go priority mail. I hope I put them for £2. I did. So these are going to go priority mail and they're going to go into a Tyvek. I don't have another Tyvek, so I'm going to use a regular poly mailer. Can you mail an item from a different zip code? Then you're not really supposed to, but I will say this. The post office doesn't really check too much. So if you're like on vacation and you have to ship out like 3 items that you have with you for some reason, like let's say you're on vacation, you start listing items that you found at thrift stores and one of them sells, you can technically ship it. The post office, it really isn't going to matter. You're going to pay shipping based off where you live. So let's say you're in California on vacation, but you live in Florida, and somebody bought something in California from you, you're going to pay shipping from Florida to California. So I can't answer that right now. But yeah, you're going to pay shipping based off where your original shipping location is. You're not technically supposed to do it, but I don't really think it matters. Shout out to Chris. Chris came down here, sold some items and on Whatnot, and he forgot to change his return address to this location. So he actually shipped out from North Carolina with my address. I actually got one of his packages in and it said my address and then it said my address because I bought one of the items on his next show. So the guy here just fine. Nobody cared, so I wouldn't really worry about it. How's the 130K challenge going? It's going good. Today is another Whatnot show for that challenge. I'll give you guys the numbers on the first show in just a second. Let me print out this label so I can keep you guys up to date on the numbers. I don't have eBay and Poshmark in there, but I do have my first Whatnot show in there. So I'll tell you guys how it's looking in just a second. First Whatnot show, we did. Hang on, I got to figure out what day it is. It's not that one. It's this one right here. First Whatnot show. We generated $2,253 in sales, and our profit on there was $1,393.18. So that's where we're at right now. The first show we did over $1,000 profit. So if we keep that up, we keep those same numbers going, that would be the $1,000 a day we need just from Whatnot. That doesn't even count eBay, Poshmark, or Mercari. So it's looking pretty good, looking like it's supposed to go. And we have another show tonight, and we're going to increase that to 100 items per show, and then we're going to increase it to 125 items per show, most likely. We might keep it at 100. If everything's going good, we'll keep it at 100, so that way the shows go quicker. But if we start to get like crunched on those numbers, we're going to increase it to 125, and then we'll definitely hit those numbers. We're actually going to get ahead. We're going to finish this goal early. I already know it. So, yeah. When you're self-employed, do you find your own Yes, you can do all that. You can do all that. Talk to your tax advisor. Talk to a professional that can help you out with that. You can also talk to insurance professionals if you want to get insurance and get a good rate. But yeah, there's plenty of ways to figure all that out, and you can definitely have your own insurance. Silly question, but clothes have a funky smell when you buy from Goodwill. Do you wash them before shipping? My Goodwills don't really stink, to be honest, so we don't really wash our clothing. We just list it as is. The only time we wash it if they have stains or bad smells. Your printer sounds like bagpipes. Everybody always says that. You're gonna finish early at this rate. I hope so. Do you source items just for Whatnot, or do you pull for eBay listings? Yeah, so items that we picked up on our live thrift yesterday, we did put some for eBay, but most of them went for Whatnot. So we are pulling specific items, like niche items we'll put on eBay. It just doesn't make sense to run them on Whatnot because they're not going to go for much. But like Patagonia, North Face, Cool, like those brands, of course we're going to throw right on Whatnot because everybody knows those brands. Like, for example, this is a perfect example of something that would go on eBay because it just doesn't make sense to go on Whatnot. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren herringbone vest. It is just a vest. It's a wool vest. It's got that nice herringbone pattern. If I were to list this on Whatnot, it'd probably go for like 15 bucks. But we listed on eBay. We paid $8 for this, and it sold for $80 plus shipping. Really good sale. Again, if I put this on Whatnot, there's not enough buyers that are looking for a Polo Ralph Lauren wool vest on Whatnot. They're looking more for the common brands. That's why we wouldn't list this there. What about wrinkles? We just list items as is. So if they do have a couple wrinkles, we'll still list them. We do have a steamer, but I don't use it. Do you find that Eddie Bauer sells well? I find it often not selling as well. I don't really pick up Eddie Bauer anything, to be honest. Grab that printer. Yeah, the one that I have linked in my bio is not the Dymo that I'm currently using, but the one linked in my bio is a really cheap option that works just as well as my printer. And I think if this one ever blew out, I would definitely buy an IDPRT. If IDPRT wants to sponsor me, I will gladly throw away my Dymo and take your IDPRT. By the way, I had 3 international sales yesterday on eBay. I don't know what's going on, but I had 3 of them. This actually sold internationally for 80 bucks. So this buyer probably paid over $100 for this vest, which is crazy. Eddie Bauer Skyline jackets. Yeah, the big heavy jackets I probably would pick up. I'd probably look those over. Also, the down jackets I'd pick up too. The goose down jackets, but like Eddie Bauer pants and an Eddie Bauer shirt, meh, I wouldn't pick it up. Is it cost effective to print your own labels? I currently have them all printed at the post office. Jessica, do you buy your labels on eBay and then go to the post office and have them print them? Or are you paying retail rates for your labels? That's what I want to know. Answer that for me, and I'll give you a better answer. What software do you use to track your purchases and inventory? I use Jason Hayes spreadsheet. It's linked in my bio. It's an awesome spreadsheet. If you're heading into 2024 without knowing your numbers, you need to have a spreadsheet. His spreadsheet not only has great information, but it comes with a YouTube video. So if you've never used a spreadsheet before, it's easy to learn, and that's exactly what I'm reading my numbers off of. So Yes, as in yes, you go to the post office, or yes, you buy your labels on eBay. I buy them on eBay and then have the post office. Okay, cool. So is it cost effective to buy your own labels? So to my label cost, it's a thermal printer, so there is no ink. It literally just burns the image onto the label. So it only cost me, I don't even know how much. It's like 3 cents per label or something like that. It might even be less than that per label because I buy them in bulk. So it's more cost effective because you have to equate your time going to the post office. So if it's taking you 15 minutes to drive to the post office, 10 minutes to wait in line, and then 15 minutes to drive back home, you just wasted 40 minutes. Those 40 minutes are worth more than 15 cents that it cost me to print out my labels today. So yeah, I would say 100% you should have a thermal printer. You print them out from your house, and then you also just leave them outside. Your mailman picks them up. If you live in an apartment, I could see why you would have to still drive to the post office, but still you wouldn't have to wait in line. It's cost effective. And gas too. Yes, correct. And gas. What in sales? But if you're self-employed, remember you can write off mileage. What in sales in dollars when eBay sends you taxable income? 10K. I think it was 20K. Was it 20K or 10K? I forget. It was supposed to be 600. They moved it to a new number. I don't really pay attention to that because I claim all my profit. So that's exactly what you're supposed to do. If you make $600 and they moved it to 20,000 or 10,000, you're still supposed to claim that $600. Just because they don't give you a 1099 does not mean you're not supposed to claim that on your taxes, just so you know. But I claim all my profit because I'm way over the 20K mark on all my platforms, so it doesn't really matter. The clear bags you use to store your items, you have different sizes for shirts and jeans. The sizes I use are the 10 by 11 and then the 10 by 12. They're all linked in my pin post, Diane, on Facebook. How do you get your mailman to come to your house? I leave a note in the mailbox. You can also put in a request for the mailman to pick up packages at your door if you would like to. But I don't do that. I just put in a note in my mailbox every single day. My mailman knows to come to my front door because I have packages going out every day. So I don't really even have to remind him. This right here is a Viella wool shirt. I don't pick up Viella 100% cotton shirts, but I do pick them up when they're wool cotton blend. $4.28. This was just listed like 3 days ago, and it sold for $22.49 plus shipping. People really like these wool blend shirts. They're a little bit warmer. They're a little bit more quality, so I will pick them up all the time if they're wool blend, and they always sell really fast. The name of the spreadsheet, the guy who makes it, his name is Jason Hayes. So if you go to my link in my pinned post, Chad, that has his spreadsheet. I think it's like the third link, second link, something like that. It's right at the top. So you just look for that link, and then there's a discount code with that. And just use your Whatnot seller code. Let's go. Yeah, if you guys want to sell on Whatnot, I do have a seller code linked in there too. And I do get a kickback for that. So even if you already got the kickback for the $15 credit, I do get another kickback for you becoming a seller too. I think it's like $40 I get, and then you get a kickback. I don't know how it works on your end. But yeah, it supports the channel. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And then you get to sell on Whatnot. This one's going to ship out for 11 ounces. I paid $4.88 for my label. Buyer paid $6.40. What is the 20K mark? It's when the platform will send you a 1099 form. It's basically the government saying they've sold enough on your platform. You need to send them this form so they can like have it for the records. That's how it works. You show us how you take pictures of your clothes. I plan on doing more of the listing lives in the future. Probably on like Mondays and Wednesday night. Well, probably Monday nights will be listing lives because I can't do it on Wednesday because that's our live haul. But now with doing nightly lives on Whatnot, it's really hard to do that kind of stuff. But picture process is easy. We just take pictures in the Lightbox and a photo booth. And if you want to see how my pictures turn out, my eBay store is linked in my bio. Next up, we got 2 trains going out. Both of these are going internationally. This one right here is, let me see what color it is. This is the green one. So we paid $3.25 for this one right here. It's a longer train. It's in one of the longer boxes. This one sold for $25 plus shipping. It's going internationally. I'm just going to take this and put that in a box just like this. Throw some packing material around it so it doesn't move around, and then we'll ship it out. Is Whatnot only live auctions? No, you can sell on the marketplace, but I think when you sign up, they're going to want you to do at least like 1 or 2 shows. I think you got to do so many shows per month or something when you first start. Don't quote me on that though. But it's primarily used for live auctions, so you're going to get better sales if you do live auctions. Sold CC Filson wool vest I got for $5 for $160. We sold some CC Filson on our last Whatnot show. One of them went for a steal. One of them went to Surf's Up for like $35. So come out to the Whatnot shows. You never know when you're gonna get a steal. The box area looks like a tornado hit it. I cannot come up with a good organization for it. Break down your boxes. That's what I would say. Don't leave your boxes open. I know it's convenient because you can kind of see what box you need, but break them down and stack them up. And then stack them from smallest to largest. It'll help you grab whichever one you need when you're ready to use it. Can you also add things to the Buy It Now category? Yes. You can add stuff within the Buy It Now. I have some stuff loaded in my Buy It Now currently. If you missed it, just the other day, shout out to Kit Kat. I had the Kuji sweaters loaded in the Buy It Now, and she bought 2 of them and gifted them to chat. So you never know what's going to happen on our shows. Let me see. Put that on there. That was the green one, right? I think it was the green one. Because I got 2 of them that sold. Let me just verify this. Yeah, this is the yellow one. Alright, so this one weighs 14 ounces. And it is shipping for $6.07 to... Oh, this one didn't go internationally. It's going to North Carolina. Haglofs? I've never heard of Haglofs. It sounds like a shoe. If I had to guess, it sounds like a shoe. Do you pay extra promotion? Yeah, we pay 5% on eBay. 5% promotion rate. Are you running everything through an LLC? No, we don't currently have an LLC. You're such a good man. Thank you. Just got laid off for work, so I need to start something. There you go. Hey, start this. Start this on the side. There's a lot of people that started this when they got laid off, and they're doing successful. They're really successful right now. But just dive into it and learn a bunch about it. Where did you buy the box behind you to take photos? Link in my bio. Link in my bio has the light box that we currently use. Last sale for eBay is another one of these trains. Picked this up for, hang on, $325, and this one sold for, hang on, $20 plus shipping. So $325, $20 plus shipping. We still have a ton of these to list and sell, but they sell consistently. This one I believe went overseas. Let's see. I believe it went overseas. I know one of these did. Yeah, this one went internationally. So again, I'm just going to throw this right into one of these boxes, throw some packing material around it, and it should be good to go. Wherever I put that. Where did I put the... there it is. Have you received any job offers? Have you received any job offers? No, because I'm not currently looking for a job. It's hard to receive job offers when you're not looking for a job. That's one question I've never got on live before. Have you received any job offers? Yes, I am currently. I'm an Uber. I do Uber on the side, so that way, I make ends meet because I really don't make enough from reselling. It's an outdoor brand, sells pretty good. I sold a jacket in 1 week for $70. Okay, I'll have to throw that in the BOLO list. We don't find a lot of like outdoor pieces and stuff like that here, except for at Red, White, and Blue. That's it. Do you think sell better promotion on eBay? I believe so if you're selling clothing, because clothing is a hot market. There's a lot of competition. So to set yourself apart, I like to promote, and I promote at 5% and not 3% like I used to, because I have a lot of eyes on my store. So I have a lot of people like clicking on my stuff but not buying it. So to offset that, I do a higher promotion. All right, that one's shipped, and that is the last eBay order. You need a reselling food truck? Oh no, I can't take on another business. Volleyback. Volleyback is what you said, right? Yeah, Volleyback. Why, did you find one already, Joel? Good Lord. If you found one where you live, Joel, I'm moving to where you live.
This one. This one. Is that old?
Did you already find a Volleyback? It's like 1 day later. Can you elaborate? What does it mean when somebody clicks on your promoted listing? Yes. So eBay promotes your listing, right? It's pushed to the top. If you go into eBay and you search for an item and it says sponsored underneath it, that means it's a promoted listing. If the buyer clicks on that item, and I believe if they buy, I think it's anything on your store, anything, including something that they didn't just click on, within 48 hours, you get that promotion rate hit. So let's say they click on your item, they come back a day later and they're like, oh, I want to buy that now, and they even click on just the regular listing, you're going to get hit with, for me, it's a 5% rate. So yeah, that's how the promoted works. But not all of your items will sell promoted. So if somebody just organically searches for your item and it's not pushed to the top of search and they buy just the regular listing, you will pay the regular rate. There is no promoted rate. So I think only a third of my sales come from promotions, even though all of my items are promoted. Have you utilized Boutique by the Box for online sourcing resale? I haven't, no. I don't even know what that is. Do you sell on Grailed? I don't sell on Grailed. Joel finds all the good stuff. I know. He's just like, oh, I found that. I found that today. It was a good one, right? I already found it. Do you sell things? Oh, I already answered that. Do you treat this like a 9 to 5, or do you have a lot of off time? I treat it more like a 9 to 9. I work a lot, but I love what I do, so it never feels like work. What's up, Desty? Desty's in the chat. Desty, you came right at the end of the live. You sell on Amazon? I don't currently sell on Amazon, no. Will I in the future? Possibly, but I don't currently sell on Amazon. All right, I'll take a couple more questions, and then I'm probably going to head off. I was going to ship Whatnot orders on live, but it's probably going to take a while. So I'm not going to ship them on live. I'm going to ship them off live so we can get through them real quick. Any more questions on IG? How often do you shop? We're doing 2 to 3 days a week. 2 to 3 days a week is how often we shop. Go to thrift stores in our area. Well, good to see you, pal. Super slow on Posh right now. My Posh has been pretty slow too. But I think Posh, in general, I listen to Ethan and Dalton's podcast. They talk about it all the time. How Poshmark is slow. We're ready to end our eBay journey and focus on Whatnot while traveling for a while. I'm going to fly back to Seattle and auction over 2,000 items off. Any tips? What I would say is start advertising that right now. Make videos about that. That's going to be a really cool way to advertise. So you're stopping eBay, you're moving everything to Whatnot. I would make a video series on that. I would make that video today. Put it out on Reels, put it out on TikTok, and be like, hey, we're looking to travel the world and we're selling online to do so. We currently sell on eBay, and now we're looking to sell on just Whatnot, and we're going to auction everything we find the whole time we're sourcing. And yeah, that's like your pitch, and you could kill it. You can make tons of videos, and you could show your travels and show how you're making money, and you can that's a really cool idea. But you should start advertising that now, making videos now about that before you start. Because if you have like a month, you can really gain a following on Whatnot in a month. That people will be excited to see the stuff that you're bringing. I'm guessing you do a lot of restocking if you do 2 to 3 times per week, right? I'm guessing you do a lot of restocking if you shop 2 to 3 times a week. Yes, but we sell a lot of our stuff on Whatnot, so we're selling it instantly that same week. Have you ever tried selling on Walmart? No, but I've heard other people sell on Walmart. It's like Amazon. And people do really good at that too. So maybe in the future. I'm never going to say never now, because I told a lot of people I was never going to be on Whatnot, and now here I am. So can you show how to look up comps? If you go watch my latest video with the Nikes, with the Kobe's in them, I show exactly how to look up comps with those Kobe's. I show you how to look up how many are listed and then how many are sold in that video. What days are best to hit the thrift stores? And it just depends on your area. In our area, it's Wednesdays. That's when the tags change over. So that's when we go. By the way, appreciate everybody being here. We have 182 on TikTok. We have 45 on YouTube and Facebook, and we have 25 on IG right now. That's crazy. That's over 250-ish people watching right now. That's crazy. Appreciate everybody being here. We do these lives every single morning. I ship out my orders. If I'm not live on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram in the morning, I'm typically live at a thrift store. So make sure you follow on TikTok, because that's where I'm live at. Can you say that one more time about the Kobe's? Yeah, if you go watch my latest video, Carrie, I think it's like the 3rd or 4th video on my feed where I find the Kobe's. I show part of that video on how to look up sold comps. I literally have the screen share on that video. And I plan to do a lot more of that too, because I'm getting a lot of like newcomers coming in that I'd love to teach how to do this. What are some advantages of white? What are some advantages of Whatnot compared to eBay? Whatnot compared to eBay. Ooh, what are some advantages of Whatnot compared to eBay? Whatnot, you can build a following, like social media. just like this. I've built a following. I have all these people watching me right now, and that's a brand. You can build a brand on Whatnot. You can't really build a brand on eBay currently. So it's good because if people know you, know your schedule, they enjoy buying from you, they enjoy the buying experience, they enjoy the pieces they get from you, they'll come back and buy more. And you can build your following up. And right now there's competition on Whatnot, but it's not nearly the competition on most sites. So if you can grow your platform quickly on Whatnot, you have an advantage over everybody else. And as Whatnot grows, you're going to continue to be at the top. There's going to be more buyers, there's going to be more sellers, and you're just going to get more and more money for your pieces. So that's the benefit to Whatnot right now. What's up, Mac and Cheese? Somebody who sells on Whatnot. What's up, Mac? Can you explain the fees on Whatnot? Ads if you are late or miss a payment. Wait, can you explain the fees Whatnot ads if you are late or miss a payment? Very high fees. I don't know what that means. I have no clue what that means. I apologize. I just don't know what that means. The Whatnot fees, if you just go on Google and you type in Whatnot fees, it'll pop up what the Whatnot fees are. I think it's 8% plus 2.9% in a processing fee, but I don't know what that late payment thing means. What platforms do you recommend to begin with? I recommend eBay, but it's harder to learn. eBay's the hardest to learn, but that's where you're going to get the most sales. There's the guard dog. Don't come to my front door. The guard dog will get you. Yeah, there's less fees on Whatnot compared to all platforms. What platform is perfect to sell sneakers? I have plenty of vintage SB Nikes. I would say eBay or Mercari if you would just want a listing site. How do you advertise? This social media. I have nearly 100,000 followers on TikTok. I have over 100,000 followers on Facebook. I have now, shout out to Instagram, I now have 31 or 32K followers on Instagram, and I have 1,100 on YouTube. So anytime I make a post, anytime I make a video talking about what I'm doing, it's going out to 250 plus thousand people. So it's easy to advertise, and anybody can build a platform just like I have. I didn't go through a course. I didn't follow anybody. I literally just went on live and talked about what I'm doing and showed people what I'm doing and gave out all my information for free, and I never charged for a course. And that's how you build a platform like this. So yeah, anybody can do it. There's nobody in this chat right now that can't do what I've done. 0 people. There's a lot of excuses though. There's a lot of people that'll be like, I can't do it because. Anybody can do this, and you have time to do it. Everybody in the chat has time to do it. Like Joel, he's building a platform. He's doing really good at what he does. And then we share his content, yes. And then people share my content, and that's how it grows. A lot of people are sharing my videos on IG right now. I'm seeing like every day, like 4 or 5 people are sharing my even older videos, stuff I've made like months ago. They're going through and they're looking at all my videos. You just need one video to pop off, and you can gain a really big following from it. How do you keep track of your inventory? I'm starting to get overwhelmed. A spreadsheet, Patty. I have a spreadsheet, Jason's spreadsheet again. It's linked in my pinned post. It's an awesome spreadsheet. It keeps up with your inventory, keeps up with your sales, keeps up with your daily, monthly, and yearly numbers, keeps up with your expenses. It separates Whatnot now, so you don't have to have your Whatnot numbers commingled with your eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, any of your platforms you sell on numbers, which is great because Whatnot typically has a lower ASP and a lower profit. Last year, my profit per unit plummeted for my total sales, and if I could have separated those out for eBay and Poshmark and then Whatnot separately, I could have been able to like talk to you guys more about that. But this year, I can do that. That's going to be the good thing about this year. Can you go over sell-through rate again? How many are listed versus how many are sold? If 100 are listed and 100 are sold, that's 100% sell-through rate every 90 days. Meaning, if 100 get listed, typically all 100 of those will sell, minus some of them that are priced too high. Some of the other ones that are just getting listed will sell. But that's what it means. 100 listed, 100 sold, 100% sell-through rate. If 1 is listed and 2 are sold, that's 200% sell-through rate. That's 200% have sold more. That's what it is. Had a long talk with ZK's live last night. It got me thinking. Nice. I like that. I like that you're going to other people's lives too. I hopped in her live. I did a little gifty, and then I left. That's a good way to support people too. Not so much. I know a lot of people like rating people, but I personally think the best way to support another Whatnot streamer, and especially if you want to gain a little bit of followers from them, is go to their live and buy something from the Buy It Now and gift it to chat. That's probably way better. It's way better than rating, to be honest. because people like it more. You're being more generous and you're actually supporting that creator. When you rate them, yeah, you send them some people, and typically those numbers will drop really quickly. But the creator will like it more if you go into there and you buy something, because that means you're actually spending your money and supporting them. Say the name again, please. Patty, what was your question? Oh, Jason Hayes. Jason Hayes spreadsheet. It's linked in my bio, linked in my pin post. All you have to do is go to my pin post, Patty, and all of my products I use are linked right there. How often do you send offers to people watching listing? Good question. I actually don't send offers. I have Autoposher send offers for me. So Autoposher sends offers, relist items on eBay, Poshmark, or Mercari, and shares my Poshmark closet for me. I haven't sent an offer in 6 months on eBay, but offers are continuously being sent because Autoposher does it for me. And if you're interested in that, that's also linked in my bio. It's an automated service. It does all that for you. I list 60 plus items every single day, but I don't technically list them. Autoposher is delisting and then creating a new listing for me. So it's keeping all my inventory fresh. I never have to touch it. Does it all for me. What would the sell-through rate be if 50 listed and 75 sold? That would be 150% sell-through rate. 150, that's easy to calculate. 50 and 50 would be 100. 25 is half of 50, so that'd be 50%. So 150% sell-through rate. Does Autoposher send offers on eBay? Yes, sends out offers on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. It relists on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. It sends out offers on Poshmark. It follows people back on Poshmark. It does all that for you. All the shit that you don't want to do, that's what Autoposher does. I've got about 430 listings. Do you recommend the top tier Autoposher? Yes. Oh, do you just sell on eBay? Yes, you have to, because it's the lower tier is just for Poshmark. The higher tier is for eBay. So, how do you feel about? I've never used Sidekick before. I've never used Sidekick, so I have no opinion on it. Do I have to be on camera if I want to post on Whatnot? Whatnot's pretty much a live auction. That's how you're gonna get most of your sales. So you don't have to be on camera. You can always just like hang your items up. But what you want to do is you want to build a relationship with your customers, and you can't build a relationship with your customers if you just hang the item up and say, all right guys, go ahead and bid, and then you're just waiting. All right, thank you for your bid, and then you grab the next item and put it up. All right guys, thank you for that wouldn't build. That wouldn't build. I mean, you could be like Bearded and you can hide behind your camera and have your little hands in front of it, but people like Bearded's hands. His hands, if you ever watch his videos, by the way, sometimes his hands will have his nails will be painted, and then other times his nails won't be painted. When you're sending offers on Mercari manually, you have to drop lower. Does Autoposher have to? No. So when you manually, you have to drop lower each time. Does Autoposher have to? When you send out offers via Autoposher through Mercari, it'll just send out whatever you set it to. So it'll send a 10% on offer if you want it to send a 10% on offer. No special printing is needed for selling online. Nope. You can use a regular printer if you want to. Do you think thank you for sharing? Thank you for sharing I could use this in UK? We don't have Poshmark. I love watching. You could sell on eBay in the UK. But yeah, there's no Poshmark in the UK. I think there used to be, but they just pulled it. So what was the name of the relisting tool? It's called Autoposher. It's linked in my bio. Autoposher's linked. Don't get confused with List Perfectly. List Perfectly is a cross lister. Autoposher is a delister, relister, shares, and sends out offers for you. That's what Autoposher does. So don't get those two links confused. They're two separate services, but here pretty soon Autoposher should have a cross lister, and then it'll just be one link in my bio. So that's coming up pretty soon. I want to start reselling. What's the best item to start with? Whatever items you enjoy listing. So if you like, I don't know, Hot Wheels, you should probably start looking at buying bulk Hot Wheels. If you like clothing, start selling clothing. It also depends on your area too. If you find a lot of clothing in your area, maybe that's where you start. So, can you Dave save your live? I can't. So I don't know how to do that yet on IG. I'm using a separate service to stream this, and for some reason when I end the IG live, it's supposed to go in my archive, but I can't find it. So I'm trying to figure out how to post these to IG on my feed. I would love to have every morning's live be on IG. So if I can figure out how to go in my archive and allow the live videos to be saved, I will post all of them to IG, but I can't. I don't know how to do it. So if somebody can DM me and tell me how to do it. I've tried to look it up and I can't figure it out. Feel free to. But again, I use Restream to stream on IG because I'm streaming through my computer on 3 separate platforms right now. So, all right. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I'm going to go ahead and head off. We got to ship out all the Whatnot orders from Tuesday's show. We got to do that today. So we're going to work on that for the next hour. And then I'm going to load up Saturday's show and possibly Sunday's show today. Those will all be random pulls, so you won't know what's coming up next. Make sure you come out. Tonight at 8:30, we have our second Whatnot show of the 130K and 130-day challenge. So make sure you come out, go bookmark that show. Everything's loaded, and we're doing Choose Your Shoes tonight. So whoever wins the buyer appreciation will be able to pick a pair of shoes. And I think tomorrow night for Friday, if I have some, I think I do, we're going to do Choose Your Barefoot. So you guys will be able to choose whatever barefoot cardigan you want. I think I have a couple colors and styles that I just bought. So make sure you come out tonight, though. Come out and support, hang out. You might win some free stuff. We do lots of giveaways and stuff like that. So appreciate you guys hanging out. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.